Well, they're giving him money, too. That's the real thing. The money trains are coming back in. I talked about this at the top. Bernie Marcus, one of the co-founders of Home Depot, who had said not that long ago that he was not going to be supporting Donald Trump going further, writes an op-ed in Real Clear Politics, says, hey, I'm bringing the money because it's so simple at this point, and it's the only move to make, which is to back President Trump. He's not the only one. Harold Hamm, oil and gas guy, he's coming in with big piles of money as well. Trump just had a fundraiser at Mar-a-Lago, $6 million one night. The money is flowing in again, and all of the people that have been riding the fence thinking that maybe DeSantis or Nikki Haley would break through, despite ridiculous endorsements from different people, it's not going to happen. Donald Trump's up by 50 points. This race is over. It's all over except the crying, isn't it?
It is. And I think that the people across the country, whether it's the donor class or the voters throughout the country, have recognized the decline that we have experienced in such a short period of time with Biden and all of his policies. It has been very destructive. And it's been very dangerous. We're involved in more conflicts. We're on the bad end of those conflicts around the world. We see the rise of Iran. We see the rise of North Korea. We see the rise of China. We see the rise of Russia. And there is no reason that we shouldn't be, again, the world's power. We were. When Donald Trump was president, we were producing our own energy, and our economy was strong. Our inflation rates were low. Employment rates were very, very high. The unemployment rates were very, very low across the board on any matrix that you wanted to measure it. And because of that strength, and because of the strength that Donald Trump demonstrated from the White House, we didn't have the conflicts. We had a strong economy. And again, people's lives were going much better.
Well, here's what I want to ask you about, Matt, and that is the holy war inside the Democrat Party right now. Because if you endorse Israel and support Israel, oh boy, you get backlash from the left edge of the party that seems to have encroached quite a bit into the party. And I say that because maybe you haven't seen this story, but it was in the Detroit News today. Two different Democrats have come out to say in the last few days they've been offered $20 million in campaign contributions if they will run against Rashida Tlaib in Michigan. It's highly illegal. It's being published. It's a big story. It's breaking in Michigan today. It'll be national here shortly. Here's the deal, though. The Democrats are in such trouble, they're willing to offer $20 million for candidates to run against Rashida Tlaib so she's no longer the face of the Democrat Party. This is a big problem for them, isn't it?
It is, but here's the other bigger problem that they have, as I see it, Steve. They're giving a free pass to Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer. So when the House of Representatives passed legislation to provide over $14 billion of funding for Israel, okay, so that they could make sure that they had the weapons to defend themselves, every Democrat in the House of Representatives voted against that. Okay, because we were taking the money from the IRS. So to me, it was a win-win. We were taking money from an agency that was weaponized against the American people, and we were giving it to an ally over in the Middle East that needed that additional support. So it goes over to the Senate. The House of Representative Republicans were able to pass it. And when it goes over to the Senate, Chuck Schumer tabled the resolution so that we couldn't even get the legislation passed. And yet both he and Hakeem Jeffries stand out on a stage for a pro-Israel rally the following week and stand there and support. The hypocrisy
and pretend
is just
pretend that they support Israel. I mean, that's just, they pretend they support Israel because clearly they do not. Let me ask you a couple more things before you go. The other war, the now forgotten war, the one involving Russia and Ukraine, where we're pushing in tens of billions of dollars from the American taxpayer. Look, Ukraine is not winning this war. Anybody that's been telling people, oh, Ukraine's going to win if we just give them more money, that's nonsense. They're not going to beat Russia, are they?
No. Here's the deal. What they're going to do is buy some more washing machines so that they can launder some more of that money and distribute it around to the crooked politicians, both within the Ukraine and outside of the Ukraine, that they want to. I've said it for quite some time. 3-4 years ago, the only thing we heard about Ukraine was that they were laundering money, dirty money for dirty politicians, and beginning with Hunter Biden. And so we have sent over $100 billion to Ukraine. I tell you, I have been supportive of all of the sanctions against Russia to try and get them to remove themselves from Ukraine. But sure, I am not going to support sending dollars to Ukraine, especially as long as our southern border is wide open and we are being basically invaded.
Totally agree. And the most galling thing for me, Matt, I'll give you the last question on this one. The most galling thing for me and a whole lot of other folks now, Zelensky canceled the upcoming elections in March. Oh, it's just too dangerous. We didn't cancel the elections in the Civil War or World War I or World War II or any other war America's ever been in. We've never canceled an election. But Ukraine, elections months away, have been canceled to protect democracy. This is such garbage, and we're over there spending all this money to protect democracy ourselves. All lies, fleecing the American taxpayer. Last word to you.
They have been fleecing the American taxpayer, and Joe Biden recognizes that he has lost tremendous support across the aisle in his own Democrat Party to continue to send this money to Ukraine, and that's why he's making such an effort to attach it to funding for Israel, funding for disaster relief in Hawaii, and anything else that he can do to try and put this great big burger together and force it down people's throats. But I just don't see it passing. We hear Chuck Schumer's going to put together a supplemental for next week. I just don't believe that the House has the appetite to put all of that together.
I hope we hold on to the purse strings a little tighter than we have in the past. Congressman, thank you as always, my friend.
Thanks for having me on, Steve. You have a great evening.
You too. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. All right. After the break, the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization urging the United States to cut back on our meat supply, our consumption. Yeah, I think I'll have a ribeye, maybe. Maybe on an open flame, maybe a bourbon to go with it. What do you think about that? I'm just saying. We'll talk about this after the break on AVL.